I'm gonna try to make this adult size if I can. To quote Kevin Spacey, there we go. What choice did he have? Kids are flirty. Look at you guys. By the way, look at you all packed in here like Thai boys in the cave. This is great. I'm glad they found the two wives getting so horny. Terrible for the family, like losing a sewing machine. But anyway, everyone's back at work, which is good because I love my iPhone. So I'm American, but don't worry, I'm not a cunt. I don't own a gun. I can't fire a gun. I'm from California. I can fire my guru, but I can't fire a gun. My sister bought a gun, though. She's like, I'm afraid they can see me. I'm a target. They can see me. I'm like, well, cut back on the rich desserts. And then, she's a big girl. And then, I know we're 50, so no one will fuck her. And then she said, but what about my daughter? What if they kidnap her? I'm like, they'll return her because she's a bit of a bitch. And when they do, she might be bilingual, right? So, think of little Maddie. Anyway, here we are. I thought about voting for Trump. I did, because I'm gay and married and desperate for a way out, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it because he believes in killing kids. I know. He loves those high school shootings. Oh, one just happened. He loves them. Oh, one just happened. He loves those. Oh, one just happened. He loves those school shootings. Every time they happen, his numbers go through the roof. And I think killing kids is wrong, especially after I spent the whole afternoon grooming those little fuckers online. So I'm kidding. I could never be a pedophile. I hate children. Although, and I don't have the storage space, but you know what? Say what you will about pedophiles, at least they drive slowly around school, so that's good, right? Yeah. I like the idea of adopting. Gays can adopt. We have too many rights. We can adopt. Buy a little one online from Guatemala, £5. My flat has never been cleaner. And they pack so easily. The thing is, I thought about doing it to piss off my bigoted family in America. My stepmother, she'd be like a child. Ew, what's it gonna do with two fathers? I don't know, but Jesus turned out pretty well. Ended badly, but it's not our fault he forgot his fucking safe word, right? So I can't even really talk to people about their kids. Like, I know comics my age who have children, right? I'm 56, it's like 8,000 in gay years, or 12 at the Vatican, and I can't really talk to people. I can't talk to, right? I meet people on the street with their kids, I'm like, oh, your son, he's so handsome. Creepy, right? Don't mean it to be, but it is. And they'll be like, oh, thank you. I'm like, well, you know, I don't know what to say. Can I hold him? They'd be like, well, he's 8. Right. Can I hold a part of him? Look, we're just trying to fit in. You've put gays everywhere. We're everywhere now. You've allowed us in, get us off the streets, right? We're in the military, we're trained killers, right? I love the idea of a lesbian with a rifle, actually, because they're so angry already. Jesus, fuck. Double down on that bitch. They'll get so much done in a day. But the gay man in the army, seriously, camouflage. Ew, I want to be noticed. And I don't know what I do in combat. If I came face to face with the enemy and he's hot. Okay. Right? Okay, Muhammad. On your knees. You're gonna make me shoot. Actually, are there any radical Muslim fundamentalists in here tonight? They're always dying for attention. Look, I'm gonna play foreign secretary because the job's open. Can you stop killing strangers? It's rude. They don't see it like there's, a veil, but I understand the protest. Everyone wants to protest, right? Let's buy some yellow vests and hit the streets because the government ain't listening, motherfuckers, right? And the French do it right? And that's because they killed the royals. That's what you gotta fucking do. We gotta see, Willed and whatever, their heads bobbing in the fucking Thames before they take us seriously, right? Gotta protest. Man, I don't care how you voted, but you must admit that the Conservative Party needs a makeover. Don't you think? They do. They do. Let's do it. We'll start at number 10, only we choose the cladding. And I went to Grenfell. I did. I went there right after the fire. Did you go? I did. I went there, right? Because I'm Catholic and I prefer an open casket. But I did think... No. I'm not finished. I did think... Brace yourselves. I thought while I was there, it's too bad that all the victims, weren't Hindi. Because then at least they would have had a proper burial. I know. You're burning with anger. Look, I'm just saying, we've all got to find a way to protest in the right way. Like, this whole Kevin Hart thing is ridiculous. You know about this black comic actor who's been told he cannot host the Academy Awards because he made a homophobic remark 10 years ago. Who's not been there? I mean, I'm homophobic, but I hate it when other people are. I was closeted when I lived in LA as a comic. I didn't tell the audience I was gay. They didn't know. Okay, fuck off. No, they did. My boyfriend knew, but I didn't tell the crowd. They might have known. Now I think about it. They got a bit quiet every time I said girlfriend. I think they were like, does he mean girlfriend? The thing is, don't blame Kevin Hart, right? There's homophobia all around Hollywood. There's homophobia here in this business. I deal with it all. I was just at a club, and the club owner said, why should I book you? I don't think women are funny. I know. It's so rude. I'm like, did you just call me fat? Women have a lot of feelings, which is why they're not funny. Look, I'm just saying, if you're a girl and you want to get funny, there's a way to become a guy. The whole thing, no, there's surgery for it now. It's not fair, but it happens, right? All this transitional surgery, right? Like Caitlyn Jenner. Fucking Bigfoot in a ball gown. Me pretty, look at me so pretty. Go the other way. If you want to be funny, get a cock. It pays for itself in 2 years. The thing is, the surgery is difficult, though. You know how they do it? They take the vagina and they talk some sense into it. So, good. Reminds me, I'm married to a black guy. I married, my husband's black, namaste, and, I didn't know we met in a club, and we got outside. I'm like, oh, but anyways, too late because he'd already fingered me. But it is, I know you couldn't tell. It's weird. He proposed very early. I didn't expect that, right? I didn't think he would, and I couldn't say no. He's black, you guys. I can't turn him down. Haven't his people suffered enough? Also. My family's from the South in America, so when he barebacks me, it's payback time. But I do... He's a bit too rough in bed. He's black and Brazilian, so Christmas came early this year. But Jesus, he pounds away back there, you guys. Like I'm a criminal. He's, it's like a crime scene is what I'm saying. So much damage. It's like CSI My Hole. Seriously. It's like, talk about blood splatters. I'm just saying he's rough in bed. I mean, not Cosby rough, but I'm disappointed too, but he puts up a good fight. I actually think that marriage benefits men more because guys look better with a black eye. But it is weird, it's called compromise, but it is, if I let him rape me, he'll make me a meal. But it is, I'm kidding, you can't rape a gay. But I've tried, #me too, but you just can't. It's not touching both sides. Anyway, does that even hurt? The point I'm making is, I felt I got married because I felt I needed a bodyguard in this world. Because since Brexit, I never know what's going to happen. I think Brexit and Trump have both proven the same thing, that we all have relatives we're ashamed of. Seriously. Because my family, oh my God, ignore the Armani facade for a moment if you can. My family are Southern Baptists from West Virginia. I know. When we traced our family tree, we found out it was circular. And there were sheep on all the branches. I think I'm the only one who voted for Trump. Who voted for Obama. Same thing. I voted. In many ways, I voted for Obama twice because I believe I believe in him. I do. I hope he runs again. I'd vote for him if he ran again. He might run again because in America, black guys are always running from somebody. for good reason. It's not really police force, more like target practice. But I admire all the things, thank you, a black person in the back stealing shit. I admire all the things the black community has given us, right? They have. You have to respect that. All the music, everything else. Help me out. The death penalty without black men in America, that'd be useless. And I think, where am I going with this? I think that Michelle Obama would be fabulous. I love Michelle Obama, right? Michelle Obama, right? Goes around the world telling schoolgirls, you work hard, you do your best, maybe someday you too can blow a world leader. And really, if anyone knows about that, it's Hillary Clitoris. I voted for Hillary because women work for less, but now, except in comedy, they pay them equally, which is total bullshit. But now it just feels like there's just no safe space with Theresa May. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know where we're going to move to. I'm here on an Italian passport. I get the hint. In March, I'm going to fuck off. But my husband and I are going to pack our Gucci and skip away, but we're going to take the food recipes with us. So good luck with those canned baked beans and stale toast, you pale, flabby cunts. The thing is, where are we going to go? Brazil? That's a thriving comedy scene. I guess we could go to America, but it's hard. They're nervous when I fly in because I can read. And that wall thing is ridiculous. The wall is ridiculous, isn't it? The government's broken right now because of the wall. You think if we turn America off and then on again, it'll fix it? It's just weird to me, because who needs one, the English say. With the English channel, who needs a wall? And works just as well. It's not going to work anyway, right? Because Mexicans can build doors, and they've all got ladders, 3 to a truck. I think what Trump, and they're good at tunnels. I think what Trump is trying to do is expel everyone from America who's not white, which is so weird because he's orange, and I guess orange is the new black. I mean, I don't understand boundaries, obviously. I hate authority figures. I've been dropped on my head, but I actually don't understand. I don't believe in boundaries. We're all the same, right? We're all, just how we are, right? And what's a Palestinian other than a homeless Egyptian, right? With a shovel. We're all just trying to laugh, just get along. That's why I did this gig. Are there any Welsh cunts? I was in I can't even look at you. Boy, the shame. No, look, they voted to leave. I wish they'd fuck off. But I think they kind of need the English to build bridges so they have somewhere to live under. But we were there, and I really do. I think Cardiff will be great when they finish it, but we were there. And the club owner asked me to tone it down in Cardiff. I'm like, look around. Clearly, I'm not the fucking problem. We didn't see eye to eye because mine are parallel. And really, to be fair, I've only got 2. But this guy, the club owner, he accused me of being a Holocaust denier. I'm like, what Holocaust? And then, it's could have been so many. And then he kind of threw me to the wolves. Now, there is a lot of cultural diversity, which in Wales means poor people. And I didn't know that people got so worked up about religion. You expect that in America, like, don't make fun about Jesus, motherfucker, right? I just want to see a menu. But here, the British are less savage. I mean, that's why my husband and I got married in England, because you don't really give a shit. In America, we got married as a protest, right? To piss people off, to give it to the man. I mean, give it to the man. But also, to stick it to the man. I got married in the U.S. because I'm an old hippie, right? My husband married me because he's in love with me. It's awkward. And, but we'll work it out in the end. The point is, while I'm here, I expect people to behave, I don't know, a bit more respectfully. That's all. Although not anymore. That doesn't happen. There's no safe space, right? Right? Because I think it's because conservatives, they eat red meat and they hate everyone. It's a win-win for them. But you know what liberals are like? Well, I'd like to save the world, but I'm lactose intolerant. Are there any vegans here? Stand up if you can. And seriously. A vegan sausage roll. How desperate are you for attention? Anyway. So there I was in Wales doing my shit. I was dealing with the grief, actually, my stepmother dying. She had died months before. We hadn't been back yet. We weren't close, but she died. We don't say dead in America, we say passed. I'm like, passed what, her fucking driving test? I think you'll find she's in a jar on the table. We eat around her. She finally serves her purpose. We had her we had her cremated after she died because we're not German. And I know, the carbon footprint. Anyway, she's gone. We lost her. My sister said we lost her, like we drove her to a mall and dropped her off and never saw her again. We tried that so many times, but she was crawled back on those shriveled little lungs. But it's not, it's determination, not the lung cancer that killed her. It's being bigoted and having stairs in the house. So anyway, guess who has a new cardigan? So she's gone, dead, whatever. And I'm on the road thinking, well, I'll go on the road, I'll write jokes about it, I'll just play a bit in Cardiff. Who gives a shit what happens there, right? It's Cardiff. And we're there, and some Catholics got angry, a Catholic stag party, whatever. They protested. I know, and I love Jesus. He's by far the hottest Jew on a stick. But, you know, good career move crawling up on that. I wish I'd thought of it, you know what I mean? And then some Jews got anxious. Are there any Jews here? Any Jews in the room? Right, get him! Well, no, that's my closer. I love you, Jew bro, because I found out I'm 8% Jewish. 6%, the numbers. You know how they scramble them. But I'm around that, right? The nose job finally makes sense. And I love that I can say Jew, nobody minds. In America, they take everything so seriously, except their formal education. And there, if you say the word Jew, they're like, oh, that's racist, you're gonna burn in hell. You're not gonna burn in hell for saying Jew, right? You only burn in hell if you are a Jew. There I go. Quoting the Quran again. Actually, I read the Quran out of respect because I wanted to write some jokes about it, and it is a goldmine of comedy. The jokes just ooze off the page. There's so much buzz around the Muslims. Why shouldn't they be funny, right? They're in the headlines. They should expect to be in the punchlines. You can't make fun of Christians and Jews, then not make fun of Muslims. That would be racist. Are you buying that? Look, they can stand on their own 2 feet, which is a lot more than you can say for some of the troops returning home from the Middle East. So there I was. That show kills in Cyprus. Anyway, there I was on stage dealing with this guy in the front row, and I'm like, dude, unwrap your head, live a little. You know, I found out later he might have been Indian. Oh, I thought, well, we probably talked on the phone. But anyway, at that moment, I was trying to build a bridge, you know, so he could bomb it. Look, I wanted him. No, he's in a comedy club, moderate Muslim, so smaller bomb, among other things. But I wanted him to feel like a part of the show. Exactly, drop it, whatever. Right? It's fun, comedy. And I'm not even gay, I just say that to calm the front row down. I want everyone to realize I'm lying. Anyway, the point is, I live right around the corner from here, near the largest mosque in Britain. And I don't mind all those hot guys on their knees with their asses in the air 5 times a day. That's eager. Look, they take off their shoes first. That's very thoughtful, too. But they've been putting up, in Weaver's Field, right around the corner, they've been putting all these posters and flyers in my park saying, you know, make East London a gay-free zone. Get the gays out. I think I'm out enough, really. Any more out, I'd be a Catholic priest. I'd be pushing back. And I don't think anyone wants to see that. Anyway, he was very anxious, and I reminded him in the Quran, right, when Muhammad isn't selling pickles out of the back of a van, he's not at home much because the wife is 7, the conversation limited, and he's ruined every skirt already, the perv. Oh, you know what they're like. Anyway, so he bends over in the desert, picks up a rock, and he throws it at a Christian, and right there is a talking ant. I know, adorable, a talking ant, barking orders at him. Who knew Pixar wrote the Quran? It's an anime just dying to happen. Too bad Robin's gone. Anyway, I mentioned it to him. I knew him, I could say that. And he stood up and he stormed out, leaving all 4 wives behind. I'm like, dude, look after your bitches. The thing is, I felt as though I crossed a line with the audience, and for some reason I gave a shit. I hadn't gotten high before the show. I went to leave, and I heard the patter of little webbed toes behind me. And because I have a huge ego and a low self-esteem, the constitution of a stand-up comic or a serial killer or a hairdresser or a brain surgeon, we think we're the best at what we do, but we hate ourselves for doing it. Because I'm like that, because I'm a queer with that ego, I thought, oh, they're going to come up and thank me for using a box full of inbreds for 40 minutes, right? For traveling back 30 fucking cunting years to entertain a bunch of Welsh bitches who really wouldn't bother if I was dropped off the face of the fucking earth, which they think is flat anyway. Like, what battle am I fucking fighting up here, right? I'm just paying my mortgage because my husband's Brazilian. He's never worked a fucking day in his life. But he fucks me like a train. Anyway, so again, compromise. Oh, I'm dripping. Anyway, so thank God for, adult diapers. Anyway, the point I'm making is he rushed to stage this guy, and I turned, and it was this Muslim guy. And I thought, oh, I'm going to get the key to the city. But he reached up And he wrapped his hand around my neck really fast. Like, I'm like, oh God, how did you know? Following me on Instagram, you know. And I'm like, just stroke. Show me what you got. I got 5 minutes. Anyway, he started to push in really hard here. I'm like, I think you like me more than I like you, you know. And he was furious because I'd used the word retard. It wasn't about the Quran or who he was. It was about his son. He said, I hate the word retard. It really bothers me, the word retard. Every time he said retard, he sounded a bit more retarded. But I'd only use it because I was speaking in shorthand about the locals. Look, I've only got so much time on stage. I cut to the car crash. I'd use it as an adjective, right? But, oh, he didn't see the irony. And then he said, because my son's autistic. But they're different, aren't they? Retardation means you voted for Trump or Brexit. Autism means you've had too much sugar and you need to stiff kick a little motherfucker, right? Leave him alone in a cupboard for 3 years, let him live on his own urine. He might turn out okay. I'm like, maybe he's been misdiagnosed. Maybe he's just an asshole. Anyway, again, I'm awkward with people's kids. The security guards saw it go on. They let it go on for a while because they saw that it was me. I looked around for my husband. He's on the balcony selling drugs, but at least he's working. And I thought, I guess this is how it's going to end. This is it, right? And finally, my husband saw it, and he leapt through, right? Like an action hero through a waft of marijuana smoke, and he swooped me like my guy and rushed me back to our hotel room with our tails between our shaved legs. And that was when he proposed. I know. He lowered the lights, brought up the music, and he came in my eye. And I didn't see that coming, but I lost a contact, but I gained a bodyguard. And he said to me, Capurro, he calls me by my last name because he knows nothing about me. He said, Capurro, I want to say those vows in front of people I love. Because we've always rushed it, Hackney Town Hall or in San Francisco, City Hall there. We rushed it because I'm cheap and I just want to get on with it, right? But he wants to invite friends. I want to say it in front of people I love. It's sweet, right? But then I said, honey, meet people I love. Because people you love live in Brazil, think you're heterosexual, think I'm a woman. I can't be a woman, I'm a headliner. So, someone's got to sail this ship home, motherfuckers. Look, you guys, you have been absolutely dreamy. Thank you so much for supporting live comedy and alternative performance. It's appreciated by all of us. We've been saying what a lovely audience you are. Have a great night. Have a great year. Thank you very much. Good night. Thank you.